Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be talking about activities and toys for 1-year-olds. Now these can be done or these are valid for children that are younger than 1 and children that are older than 1 as well. It's just my daughter is 16 months old and she's really been enjoying these activities lately and these toys, so I thought I'd let you guys know. So I've got a list here, so if I keep looking down, that's what it is. So let's start. So first of all, puzzles. Now puzzles are great for a number of ages. Obviously you have the easier ones and then they can go up in difficulty. So my daughter's got one of my favourite puzzles at the moment is her shape puzzle, and you'll see in a video that I put in a minute. It's by Big Jigs Toys and it's just it's a large chunky puzzle, very clear, and yeah, it's just shapes. She's really been enjoying that one. She's also got some animal puzzles. So around the 1-year-old mark, I would start off with a chunky puzzle that's got a really chunky knob. And then you can work your way up to the ones with the smaller little knobs, and then eventually to 2-piece or 3-piece puzzles, but I'd say that's probably in the 2-year-old mark or above. But yeah, puzzles, they're great for hand-eye coordination. They're great for recognizing if it's a shape puzzle, the shapes or the animals. They are apparently to do with early math skills. Now, I'm not an expert on things like that, so I don't know. But yeah, and they're just really amazing for your children and for their brains, and really fun for them as well. Baby dolls here, but obviously little figurines as well, or little dolls house dolls are great as well. But at the moment my daughter's just been really enjoying her baby dolls. She's got quite a few baby dolls, and these are just great for a number of things. They're great for their imagination. They can obviously, as they get older, they can pretend to look after the babies and give them a name and take them around places with them. But what my daughter's been liking at the moment, and what I think a lot of 1-year-olds like to be doing, is they just like to carry them around. My daughter is also learning, eyes, nose, mouth, ears, things like that. And so you can point out the different parts of the body or parts of the face on the baby doll. She also really enjoys, she's got a little bottle that came with one of them, so she really enjoys feeding them with her little bottle, things like that. So as I said, it's really great for imagination, and again, great for language skills if you're learning about the parts of the face and things. So dolls is a really great one. Okay, so the next one is animals. So it doesn't really matter if you've got really cheap, kind of like the 50 pack of animals, or if you wanted to go more expensive and go with Schleich animals or Papo or Safari Ltd. But basically just animals are, again, great for a number of things, and animals as well will grow with your child. I remember I was playing with animals until I was about 10 or above, as well as dolls, to be honest. So yeah, animals, one, they're great for imaginative play, so maybe as they get a bit older, more imaginative play, but even right now at the moment my daughter will be getting her little horse or things, and she'll be like going around the house with it, pretending it's walking around. They're also obviously great for learning the names of the animals, the noises of the animals, where the animals live. You can do matching activities. So I think I have a clip that I'll insert where you can get like a flashcard, or you can print out a photo of the animal and get your child to try and match. Say for example, you've got a flashcard of the lion, and you can get the toy lion, and again, like a picture of an elephant and the actual elephant and a few more, and you can see if your child can match to the correct animal. And again, like I said, imaginative play as they get older, it'll be great for that. Okay, next thing is art or colouring or painting or anything like that. This is great for building up the muscles in your children's hands. I saw in a video recently actually someone mentioned, and so I'll let you guys know, with colouring it's best to use crayons at the moment because you have to press a bit harder. Crayons instead of markers or instead of pens, because you have to press a bit harder for the colour to come out. So instead of just lightly being able to go like this and the marker will just make a mark, your child really has to have a good grip and be able to press with a bit more force for the colouring with the crayons. Pencils as well, but colouring pencils are probably more for older children. But at the moment, my daughter's been loving her crayons. I recommend getting washable crayons because that's really great, obviously, if they draw on any wall or furniture or anything. We've got the Crayola washable ones, and I really recommend them. They're really great. They come off of everything. So yeah, she's been loving. Obviously, she can't draw specific things yet, but she's just been loving to scribble. Also, she's got some colouring books that she's been loving to scribble on. So really great to get their imagination out and get their, sometimes they could use it for frustration if they wanted to just scribble really hard. And again, like I said, building up their muscles in their hands, so for later on it will be easier for them to learn how to write. So that's brilliant. Okay, the next thing is pouring. I will insert again a video of this, but any kind of little jug that you have, I bought some on Amazon, some little like milk jugs, and you can do dry pouring or you can do liquid pouring. So dry pouring, you could put rice in the jug or beans, anything like that, and they can practice pouring from, it could be from the jug to a bowl, or it could be from a jug to a cup, a jug to another jug. With the dry pouring and also the liquid pouring, I recommend water just so it's not so messy. So they can practice pouring their own glass of water, or as I said, water in a cup or water on a bowl. So this is really great for their hand-eye coordination, because obviously they have to focus. It's great for their focus as well. They have to focus on pouring whatever it is into the other recipient. Is that how you say it? So yeah, great for focus, great for attention and perseverance, and also great for their wrist, because they are learning to do this motion. Your child at the moment, what I noticed my daughter first started to do was she would grab the jug and she would try and tilt her whole body to pour, but eventually they'll start to understand that it's easier and you can pour it better if you go like this. So really great for that. Another one that is kind of similar is scooping. So you can get, if you don't want to buy anything, you can get spoons or ladles, things like that. But we did buy off of Etsy some little wooden scoops, and you can again get rice or beans or anything you have in the house, and they can practice scooping from one recipient to the other, one bowl to the other, one, I wouldn't say cups, that's probably a bit difficult. You probably want like a shallow bowl. So again, this is great for their hand-eye coordination, great again for their wrist and their hand movements, and also just learning to hold different spoons or different scoops. So yeah, this again is a really great one. So the next thing is stacking or blocks. Now, stacking and building blocks is just a staple in so many children's, playroom, and they never go out of style, basically. Every child will love a set of blocks. At the moment, my 16-month-old has been loving to stack things. I mean, it doesn't have to be blocks. She stacks anything, any cardboard, anything she can see, basically, she'll try and stack it. So again, this is great for hand-eye coordination. It's great for learning that they have to place it directly on top. Otherwise, if they place it to one side, it will topple over, or to the other side. Great for their focus again, and just fun. As they get older, obviously they will start to build things, but I would say at the 1-year-old mark, they're probably not going to try and actually build houses and things like that. But blocks are, again, something that's going to grow with your child up until they're 10 or however old, because they will start making houses for their little toys, or buildings, or bridges, all things like that. Blocks are also a nice tactile and sensory thing, especially if you get some really nice quality wooden ones. So yeah, they're really great. So another thing I would say, another great activity that you can do with your 1-year-old is letting them help you clean with you, or clean the house. It could be sweeping, it could be mopping, or the one my daughter loves to do is to dust and to wipe the tables. So because we have a glass table, she loves it when I spray the glass cleaner, and then she'll get the kitchen towel and she'll wipe it. She absolutely loves it. She finds it so fun. I literally can't do it without her coming up to me and begging me for the kitchen towel. And the same with dusting. So if you get the dusting cloth, she'll love to just dust everything. I think it makes them feel independent, it makes them feel involved, and it's just really great for them to get involved in things like that. And yeah, don't have much else to say on that, but I really would recommend or getting like Melissa and Dag has a really cute little mop and brush set. So yeah. Okay, so another thing that you can do with your children is outside time. Of course, outside time is probably the best and the funnest time for your child. Obviously, better when the weather is good, but I really do recommend going out with your child when it's rainy and when it's windy as well, just so they can experience these things. They can experience the snow, they can experience the rain, they can experience the wind. My daughter actually finds it really funny when the wind is blowing in her face. Obviously for you especially, it's going to be more enjoyable when it's sunny, and there's probably a few more things you can do when it's sunny. But yeah, outdoor time is just such a precious and amazing time for your child. There's so many things they can learn from going outside, seeing all of the different birds, the squirrels, the worms, the frogs, the dogs and cats that they see. It's just endless, all the different trees, the leaves, the sticks, the mud, the grass. Obviously playing in the playgrounds. It's a shame now that they're not really able to play with other children so much in the playgrounds because of COVID. But hopefully in the near future that will change. They can get to run as far as they want. Well, obviously in your eyesight. It's just great, the fresh air, the sun on their skin, or the rain, or whatever. You just can't go wrong with just a bit of outside time. Even if it's just half an hour a day, it's just so beneficial. And the last one is reading. Now, I am probably a children's book addict. I love adult books as well, but I just cannot stop buying beautiful books for my daughter. It can be from the simplest little board book to a beautifully illustrated science book. They can just learn so much from books. Obviously they can learn to read, but now at this age, my daughter mainly just likes looking at the pictures and pointing out things that she knows, things that she likes. She'll often kiss things in the book if she sees a dog or a bird or things like that. And yeah, so I recommend as well, I wouldn't just stick with kind of very baby children books, like obviously they're nice and simple, but I would really recommend starting to look for books that have a bit more to them. Usborne are amazing at their books. Usborne books, they are a tiny bit pricey, but they're just amazing. The detail and the information that are in the books, but also the beautiful illustrations, they really make the information in like a very child-friendly way. So they're very fun and pretty books that will keep your child engaged, and they'll also learn so much at the same time. I am going to do a video on some of our favourite books, but yeah, my daughter just loves any type of book, anything to do with outside, or you can get books on feelings, you can get books on science, you can get books on space, you can get books on just fantasy stories. You can just not go wrong with books. And of course, you don't need to buy new books. You can go to the library, or you can get second-hand books. And again, they will grow with your child, especially if you get these Usborne ones. The ones that are kind of, I would say, more for like the 5-year-old mark maybe. So even though you've just got a 1-year-old, they're still going to be able to look at the pictures, and you're still going to be able to talk to them about the things that they can see, regardless if they can actually read the text at the moment. So yeah, I won't ramble on too much more because I can see that the video is 17 minutes long, plus the little clips that I'm going to be putting in. But yeah, I hope this video was helpful, and that you enjoyed it, and please let me know down below if there's any things that you and your 1-year-old or your toddler love to do. I'd love to know. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.